Hi, family. I wanted to get on here today, and I need to kind of make this clear, okay? I need to make this clear because the fans of the Sesame Street Club, they're trying to turn this into something that is not. It appears that they're trying to say that there's an olive branch between DDG. Let me tell you what's going on right now. Halle Bailey is tired of DDG being able to use this court date to launch his music, because you know right after the court date he tried to launch music, and he's trying to launch other things off of her name. She wants him to leave her name completely alone, and as long as they're in court, he has some type of leverage to keep attaching himself to her name. So what Halle Bailey said, just to shut down all the Sesame Street fans of this man, she said she's going to go ahead and drop her restraining order, being she knows she's never going to have contact with him again. She ain't going to be talking to him on the phone. She ain't going to be trying to, link up for birthday parties or none of that. She still wants nothing to do with that man, though as a good mother, she would like for her child to still have, time with his father. Okay, and what is being said is that it appears that an olive branch was DDG extended to Halle Bailey earlier this month may be working. So they're trying to say that because he put out that song, that Halle Bailey felt something about the song, and we got 17 more years. Halle Bailey is a elite, educated, college graduate artist, okay? She already knew she had 17 more years left. He didn't tell her nothing she already didn't know, okay? She already knew she had 17 years left. The reason Halle Bailey is doing this is because Halle Bailey is a real star. And every time she has to go to court with this thing, it somehow tarnishes her celebratory energy. Everything we should be celebrating, as far as her going on Jennifer Hudson show, her singing the national anthem, her, getting married next year, all these things. DDG somehow seems to be able to get into his energy into that because of this court stuff. So as long as he got this court stuff going on, he can still hang on to Halle Bailey's name. He can still try to claim she's a bitter baby mama, and why don't we just do this, and why don't we just do that. The only reason Halle Bailey dropped that court case is because she got some big stuff coming up. She's getting married next year, and she don't want none of this stuff hanging over her head. But as you can see, this new court order is no better than the last one, okay? Because now, because at first he got to see his child 3 days out of the week, no overnights, and he had like weekends or something, I'm not sure. Now, he gets to only see his child every Wednesday and every other weekend, meaning he only gets to see his child one time out of the week now, where before he got to see his child 3 days out of the week. So this don't sound like a win to me. This don't sound like a win or a reconciliation. We don't know what's going behind the scenes on them court papers, but one thing I know, with Halle Bailey being the celebrity, the A-list celebrity that she is, they already know DDG is childish and he's going to try to use text messages, and what we're doing now is cleaning up Halle Bailey's image. And as long as we're going back and forth to court with him, it's still dragging her name through some roach maggoty mud, okay? So what this thing is doing is disconnecting her from him altogether, okay? That's what this is doing. She wants nothing, absolutely nothing to do with this maggot, okay? So don't let him come out trying to act like, they cool now, and now all her fans can be his fans, and because that's what he's gonna try to make it look like they cool, they having lunch, he's coming over for family dinners. Don't nobody want that raggedy monkey nowhere near them, okay? The only thing they're doing is trying to make things better for Halo. Halle Bailey's getting married next year. Okay, so they got plans, big plans to do big things, and they don't need to be going back and forth to court with a maggot and a roach. What they needed to do is send this man a message, okay? They needed to send him a message that you will never win up against us. Now that he got the message, okay, we'll back off, but let him start playing some raggedy maroo, and guess what's coming down on his head? Because one of the court orders is that he still cannot show Halo. He cannot talk about Halle Bailey, and he still cannot show Halo, okay? So she's getting everything she wanted, but the only thing now is she ain't got to worry about her name being dragged through the mud every time a court date appears. okay? Because she got big things going on, as you can see. I'm talking about big things, like global, international things going on, not monkey ball shows and donkey ball parties and, all the raggedy stuff this man got going on. This girl is a real A-list celebrity, and she don't need this trash dragging behind her every court date. Okay, so she said, if you agree not to put my son nowhere near on social media, whether it's your mama, your brother, your sister, nobody should be putting that child on social media for revenue and content. Okay, that was one thing she said in the beginning. And number two, don't say nothing else about her. Don't have her name in your mouth. Don't look in her direction. None of that. Okay. And he agreed. He agreed to bow down to everything she said, and she even lessened the days that he get with his son. That's what it appears. This is alleged, because allegedly he only gets to see the child now every Wednesday instead of 3 days out of the week. Okay, so he only gets to see the child now every Wednesday. So that don't sound like a win to me. That sounds like Halle Bailey just wants her name out of the court mouth. She don't want nobody matching her with him, whether it's a court date. She don't want nobody saying her name and his name in the same sentence. That's how disgusted and finished with him she is. Okay. And so basically she told the courts, okay, if we can do everything my way, he don't show my kids on social media. He don't mention my name anymore. He don't come in my face. He don't call me. He don't text me. He don't do none of that. She's fine with that. She's fine with that. Because the courts basically there's still going to be a mediation between the two when the child is dropped off. He still won't be able to see her. They still not going to be doing nothing together, because that's what he's going to make it look like. Because he's not a celebrity and the only people he got now is Jay Cinco and his little Muppet crew. He's going to try to make it, I'm back into the Halle Bailey crew. You guys can like me again now. No, you guys, keep throwing tomatoes. He's not back into anything. Halle Bailey just got big things she's about to do next year, and she don't want his monkey ass dragging along with this court date. Okay, she ain't came to no mutual agreement. That's why he only got 1 day out the week now, because she said the only way I'll drop this is if you get my child 1 day a week and you prove yourself to me. Okay, so that's what that is, you guys. So please don't be all in the mix thinking that this man then got over and somehow, he's doing something, okay? Because in this new stipulation filed by the parties, signed off by the judge, she still has sole custody, okay? She still has sole custody. And the only thing different now is he gets to see his child once a week instead of 3 times a week. So don't y'all start running around talking about he done won nothing. No, Halle Bailey is giving him a break because she knows she's in broke them pockets. She done broke them pockets while he driving around in that rented Ferrari. Okay, right? He trying to play like he done bought it. Okay, so she knows she's breaking this man's pocket. She knows she's breaking his pockets, and she knows that it's going to be better for her in the long run. Is her name is no longer attached to him. She doesn't want her name no longer attached to DDG. And every time this court date come up, he gets to parade around like he's part of the celebrity circle. Okay, so she said, let me go ahead and make sure that I break it down real simple for him. Do not show my baby on social media. Do not put my name in your mouth anymore. Okay. And then she said, let me drop this restraining order, because see, if she would have went forward with that restraining order and dragged it out, that would have cut into all of the fabulous things that she's going to be doing next year. And I think that it taught him enough to know, hey, look, let me tell you something. You are never going to play with me and win. Okay, that's what she needed to show him. You are never going to play with me and win. But for her son's sake, and so that everybody can see that she is a good woman, and she wants her child to be around her father. She just don't want her child to be around an abuser. Okay, an alleged bisexual abuser at that. Okay. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I know that this is about to take off. Like somehow they back being family members and friends. Honey, she can't stand that man and can't stand anything about him. She just needs for this to be over because she got too many important things going on, and everybody's looking forward to November the 5th, that next court date, so that he can reign again. Okay, so yes, he's going to be able to get that one visit out the week. Okay, while Halle Bailey still has sole custody and gets to see her baby every day of the week. Okay, he ain't winning nothing. He ain't won nothing, ain't winning nothing, and Halle baby still don't like his trifling tale, okay? She still remembers everything he did and was trying to do to take her down. The only thing now is she wants to remove herself from this spectacle of a show that he has created, okay? So you guys, don't get crossed up in all the, oh yeah, Halle baby finally bowed down and all that, baby. No, basically, she gets her child every day of the week and he gets his child only once a week, okay? Meaning he's still bowing down to her stipulations, because we all know if it was up to him, he'll be putting that baby on social media until the baby was 18 years old, okay? So yeah, Halle baby said you can see this baby once a week, okay? But first you're gonna have to prove that you is not gonna be putting the baby on social media. So that's why he got some once a week. So if he can go once a week with the baby and not putting it on social media, then they'll probably give him a little more time. But then he gets every other weekend, okay? So basically, he gets to see his child 3 times out of a month, okay? Pretty much is what it sounded like to me. 3 to 4 times out of a month. Okay, so don't y'all get on here talking about he won nothing. Halle Bailey's going to continue to reign the champion. Guess why? Because at the end of the day, no matter what they say, in each and every single way, I am royalty. You are royalty. We are a royalty family, and I shall see you in a minute. Ashe.